Hey everybody, welcome to Investing in Cannabis. I'm Brandon David. We're here at Magnolia of Oakland, one of the most reputable dispensaries in Oakland, California, to feature a brand new partnership. A partnership between Willow, which is a company in the Gateway Incubator class right now, and Magnolia Wellness, which is a really well-established brand. It's a great discussion about how if you're a new company, you can leverage relationships with more established ones, get your product out there. Willow's in a beta phase here, so Chris is super excited. We're gonna learn all about what he's putting together and talk about his march towards Elevate, which is only about 27 days away now. ElevateConference.com, you can check that out. We're also gonna talk to Debby about some upcoming new things at Magnolia, potential expansion, as well as the lounge here. We're in the center of it all, guys, Oakland, California. Tune in, listen up, get acquainted. Hey everybody, I'm inside Magnolia of Oakland because I just really got to get some cannabis tonight, but I don't know exactly what I need. So there's this really cool new startup, it's called Willow, and it's gonna help me with some live chat on the other end, just figure out exactly what I need to buy tonight. So we just like magically have Chris, the founder here. Thanks for being here, man. Cool, so you have installed in Magnolia as kind of a beta test, right? Can you tell me how that came about, how that started?
So, came out through Gateway, the incubator. It provided us the networking and introduction to Debby, and it made that happen.
So just like amazing value, like right from the beginning. And kind of how did the idea come together? Because there seems to be a real need here.
Oh yeah, absolutely. So during one of the sessions, the Gateway sessions, our product kind of had the chat service in it, but it was brought out, and Debby said, hey, wouldn't it be a great idea if this was in the lobby, like a green phone was the exact term she used, and everyone in the room just, ooh, that's what the product needs to do. And that kind of, it wasn't a full pivot, but we definitely had changed kind of the direction of what we did, and I think it really helped us out and set us on the right course.
Super cool of Debby and Magnolia to do that. I mean, usually as a young startup, you're fighting to make partnerships with these bigger brands, with these reputable names. In this case, it was actually her idea, which is incredible. Okay, so we've got it installed here. So the idea is I would come in, right, and I'm not exactly sure what I'm looking for, what I want, but then I could pop over here to the iPad and let's just walk through it a little bit here. So you got some like type form questions.
Yeah, so it's basically you can ask us anything, like whether you're a parent, whether figuring out if they should use CBD for their kid, or you're a connoisseur wanting to learn more about THCV or anything of the like. Just go ahead and ask away, cannabis related.
Got it. Okay, so I'm gonna do an obvious one, but still one that I don't quite have the answer to. Like when I'm about to go to sleep, and I need that last bit of cannabis, what's the one that's gonna set me off? What's the one that's gonna help me go to bed? So I'm gonna ask maybe what's the best cannabis for sleeping? Tell me what it did. It took me to a chat interface here, and I'm active in the last 15 minutes. Willow's active in the last 15 minutes. There's somebody online waiting to take my question. And this looks like it's Kai, yeah?
Yeah.
So tell us about Kai. Who's Kai?
Kai is one of our cannabis experts. He has a range of experience in the industry, knows everything from growing to concentrates, and we identified him as one of the great assets to really build out Willow and help us provide those knowledgeable answers.
Got it. And he just hit me up. He said hello, right? So tell me how does that scale? How can you find more people like Kai? Is that gonna be a hard thing to do?
Well, it's definitely a hard vetting process. We interviewed hundreds of people for this cannabis expert kind of role, and we're always looking for more people. So shout out to you out there. We're looking for you. It has to do, it's multi-stage, different sets of interviews, different sets of questions, everything from product knowledge, but deep understanding of not only the cannabis plant, but how to administer it and give recommendations in a personal manner.
And how do you prove that they have that knowledge?
Just through personal interviews and kind of doing kind of mock trials like this, and as well as really just bringing out the best of them. Of the individual, and figuring out how they project themselves and how they provide information along with the information that they already have. And I think it's the combination of that that really helps us find like people.
Now, I could also see an extension of this of like, could I do this at home before I got here? Like, what's the value of having it here in the actual dispensary?
The value of that, the value here in the dispensary is like you're in here. It's crowded. There's a rush of line. You can get recommendations and learn about cannabis before you even get to the counter. Speeding up the lines, helping the dispensary out. But yeah, like you mentioned, from home, we opened up AskWillow.com last month, and we have had a ton of good reception on there.
Great.
Hundreds and hundreds of questions.
So you get to the same person.
Yeah,
AskWillow.com, you get to the same person.
Yeah, you get to our team. Yeah.
And is there like a kind of FAQs or like, some other content there that I can go and get old information about this, or we're just talking about the chat so far?
We're talking about the chat so far.
Okay,
yes.
V2. You got to get some content out there, like, because it's probably the same 10 questions people ask 80% of the time, or something like that. That's my guess. Well, maybe tell us.
It's actually all over the place. There's definitely, that was our assumption first going in. We assumed that 90% of the questions would be repetitive, but we actually found that it's way less than that. 50 to 60% of the questions are repeat questions, and the rest are new learning and everything. But as time goes on, we're covering, our database is huge now.
Got it. And so what are the limitations here? I mean, Kai's not a doctor on the other end, right? I mean, what can he advise? What can he recommend? What can he not?
So we do all the medical stuff. We have an MD on the team that reviews those answers and kind of provides that shared knowledge. We don't do legal stuff. We just say, we do it for the individual. Our focus is what does the product mean to the individual?
So you're part of the very first Gateway Incubator class. We're only about 26 days, I don't know, there's a countdown on Facebook, to Elevate and to Demo Day. What have you learned from the experience so far?
I've learned so much. The curriculum does a great job of structuring it from beginning to end, the startup phases. What I think personally, what I learned a lot about was the deep underworkings of the cannabis industry, the relationships, and really getting to meet all the individuals from high levels. It was awesome. And just every encounter, like yesterday I talked with Jeff from the workshop, the lab testing facility. I just learned a lot from him, and it's just a great opportunity to meet these people, these folks.
So they told you they were going to immerse you in this environment, in this world, and that's what happened. I mean, you got installed in Magnolia. Anywhere else in the beta test currently, or is this the location?
So yeah, we're in a bunch of dispensaries. Okay. So we're really looking for the top best dispensaries around. So yeah, we're plugged in a MetaThrive right now. We're working with BBG to get it in there. Working with kind of people. We just started talking to Cookie Co., but a number of other dispensaries that we're discussing and figuring out how do we integrate not only in their store, but also online and plug in directly to their website.
So I asked the Willow chat and Kai, the expert on the other end, what would be best kind of flowers if I need to go to sleep? If I like right before I go to bed. And he came back and he said that he suggests the blueberry pie, which they have in stock here, which is crazy. So he has the inventory for where we are at Magnolia, and then he only recommends things that I can buy, like right here in the place. So super actionable. Chris, thanks so much for showing me this.
Yeah, thanks for having me.
And good luck on demo day.
Welcome in, man.
How's it going?
Good, how are you?
I'm doing really well.
What's your name?
Brandon.
Jason's my name.
Jason, nice
Welcome
to
to Magnolia. This is our flower menu here. If you want to see any of our strains, we have these feeler jars. I is going to be for indica, S for sativa. If it's a hybrid, it's both indica and sativa. If it's SI, it's going to mean it's sativa dominant. If it's IS, that's going to be indica dominant.
Got it, cool. So I just came off the Willow chat over here, and I asked for something that was like good right before I went to bed. They said an indica flower, and then they recommended that blueberry pie.
Definitely, indica strains are going to help sleep, relax the body. THC along with CBN is going to help you sleep. I do have the blueberry pie, which is 2 indicas that have been crossed together. Definitely will help you sleep. I can show you that right now. 17% THC. Beautiful bud structure. It's nice and purple. Purples usually help relaxation.
Nice.
It's a feeler jar. You can get to know your bud. Definitely.
Smells great.
Definitely will help you relax.
And what do you think? What do you personally like in the indicas?
Personally, that one I medicated with last night. I really enjoyed it, and I had the platinum Girl Scout cookies or the straight Girl Scout cookies, which also made me tired and helped me sleep and helped with some back pain.
I always like the cookies. They're pretty good.
Definitely.
And then you got the percentage. That's percentage THC.
That's the
on here,
THC
right?
percentage, yes. Doesn't necessarily mean the strength, because you have terpenes and other cannabinoids that are in the plant as well. They're helping with sleep and relaxation and etc.
Wow, the sherbet smells great.
Definitely very terpy, very sleepy.
Well, I think I'm going to go with the Willow recommendation
Okay.
and get this blueberry pie here. Maybe just an eighth, yeah?
Yeah, I can get you an eighth. Our eighths today are going to be weighed at 4.5.
Oh, yeah, it's 4.5 Wednesday, right?
Yep, normally they're going to be at 3.5, but on Wednesday and Sunday we do extra gram. So you're going to get an extra gram, and then you'll get an extra gram being new, so you're basically getting 5.5 grams
Oh,
today.
wow, that's
Yeah.
legit. Magnolia just hooking it up over here. All right, so I picked out my my eighth and my gram and my extra gram because they're just hooking it up over here at Magnolia of Oakland. What do I owe you for all of this?
For all this today, with the good discount we gave you today, will be $38.30.
Wow, that's too kind. Can I like tip you separately or something? Does that like there's 40.
We are non-for-profit, so we don't accept cash tips, but we do have donation boxes which go towards our food closet. We provide food to patients that are under low income, so definitely feel free to.
That was an excellent answer. And just like not a test at all with your boss sitting here, but it's not every day that you get such great service. Debby Goldsberry, Executive Director of Magnolia.
Well, we're glad to have you guys here.
Thanks for having
Investing in cannabis in the house, love it. Thank you. Thank you.
Embarrassingly enough, have not been here before, even though we've known each other for some time.
Well, welcome.
But it's beautiful. And your products look amazing. We did a whole bunch of B-roll. The way you display everything is great. But you had a very exciting Monday. Did you not?
Well, we're trying to expand into the restaurant next door because we'd really like to put in a vape lounge and a cannabis cafe where all of the food is infused with cannabis, either THC, CBD, THCA, so you don't really have to get high, right? But you can get the anti-inflammatory and the other medical effects. So.
This is incredible.
Yeah, well, we're just in the holding pattern right now. Sometime in the next 7 days, we'll find out what are the conditions of the permit. Do we get the permit? Are our dreams going to come true? Or if not, what hurdle and what's the next step?
Wow. So this would be like I could go and every day they'll have certain specials and different infused things. And
That's right. And even here, our plan is that you could come and we'll do daily edible tasting. So the edible companies can come and give you bite-sized taste so you can try it out and see if you like it. Or the vape pens, because a lot of patients make their decision on what they're going to use based on what the flavor of the pen is. So we hope to be kind of like in Costco, you wander around and you try the samples and you decide which crackers you're going to buy. But we'd like to have the same type of thing for our members too.
I hope so too. That sounds
Yes.
really fun.
Yes.
And the lounge, I mean, it's kind of creating that community feel. Why is that so important to Magnolia and to being here?
Well, you know, we're trying to build we are trying to build a community of people that care about the earth, of people that are going to work for legalization, of people that know that we have a lot of work still to do on this issue. You know, legalization is not rolling out in an equal manner. We still see all kinds of people being targeted by the war on drugs. We need to get the word out. So if we can gather people in a way that they're having fun and a good time, it's meaningful, and they want to get involved in the community that's going to make changes, then we've accomplished our goal. So we need a place to be together. Plus, when you smoke marijuana together or consume it, I mean, it's fun, and people deserve to have fun. We're only here on Earth for a limited amount of time, and let's make the best of it.
Yeah, it's sort of an odd experience to anybody that hasn't been to a dispensary. There's this product everywhere. It's beautiful. It smells great. But you can't have any of it here, which is this very frustrating sort of moment, right? Where you're like, I just want it now, you know? But
Right.
it's coming soon. So, coming soon.
We'll keep you posted because, you know, maybe we can have you guys back.
Yeah, we're gonna come back. We'll do a whole debut. You can show us the space. Maybe we'll do like a time lapse of it being built or something.
That would be great.
Sounds like a lot of work, but that's cool. Debbie, thank you again for having us here.
Very much.
Jason, thanks for helping me out here. And thanks to Willow. This partnership is gonna be incredible.
Look, I want to say we love having Willow here. They've been doing a trial run here at Magnolia. It's been very helpful to be able to refer our members over to the Willow kiosk. We have an RN on staff who knows a heck of a lot about marijuana, but she refers people to the Willow table all the time so that they can drill into their specific needs and on their own time without any pressure.
And it worked. I don't bullshit on this show. Like, I went over there, I asked for what I needed, it gave me a rec, I came over here, and that's the one I bought.
And not only the patients use our Willow, sometimes the bud tenders refer to the Willow as well.
Oh, cool.
Some of our bud tenders don't know an answer to a certain question, or if they're dealing with something that I don't know the answer to, I refer them to the Willow.
Are you going to come to Elevate?
I'm coming to Elevate. I
Sweet.
can't wait. I've been
Sweet.
hanging out with the
Cool.
cohort from over at Gateway this whole time. I cannot wait to see the final presentations. See what, from day one I was there, I think on the day one I gave the opening speech over at Gateway, to see what everyone's accomplished over the
You
last.
did the orientation.
It was so fun, and I cannot wait to see the accomplishments. I'm looking forward to it. Heck yeah.
Well, honestly, it's people like you that bring the real value to Gateway. It's not about the money or the investment, it's about the community like you were talking about, and I know they're incredibly grateful to have you involved. And how could you do any better than being a young startup and getting the Magnolia seal of approval, getting in here, beta, learning about it. That's what it's all about. It's about young companies, established brands working together. And thanks for watching, guys. See you next time. We have so many exciting things planned for the show for the next year, but we can't do it without your help. So there's this company called Patreon that just allows you to donate a little bit of money to the show anonymously, so nobody will know that you're doing that. If you like the show, if you want me to continue making the show, this team, things cost money. We travel places, we need new equipment, we promote things occasionally when the internet lets us. And we need your help. So I mean, $5, $10 a month, whatever you can afford really does make a difference. If you give a shit about cannabis, if you like this show, if you learn something from it, just go to patreon.com/investingincannabis and give whatever you can. There's some rewards on there for 50 or $100 or whatever, but anything counts. And thank you so much in advance for doing it.